Hello and welcome to today's edition. This is the starting of this tutorial. If you're watching this, then you must have paid for this course. So first, we'll be starting with the test here. As you can see on the screen, this test indicates that you want to add a test. And when you see when I added the test, being this one it was already here. When you open the PixelLab app, you'll find this test on it already, so you can just delete. Then you click on this one, then you start to edit. So the first one here, you see styles. This styles is for some kind of text that's already been edited. Like you see these ones are samples. Then on styles you see the ones I did already, so I don't normally use them, but you can do them yourself. But because of this class, as we advance on it, you'll find out how you can make your own also. So this one here is edit. Here you can add your text, anything you want to write, you can add it from here. So that's just it for the class. Then see the one that follows is the delete button. With the delete button, you can just delete this stuff here. Once you click on delete, unless you tapped on the screen already, then you won't be able to delete it. If you want to delete it or you want to work on it, first you must click on this text, then you see delete. Here is copy. On the Photoshop, it will be called duplicate. So this PixelLab is more easier to understand. It's not like Photoshop where you will ask to duplicate or some other word used for some of the stuffs. So, and you can see, okay. Then the following one is bring to front, and the one that follows is to back. So, okay. So let me say maybe this text is maybe it's red, okay, and it's in front of this white one. So if you want the white one to come to the front, you can just tap on to front, okay, just right here, position it. Then if you want to get the one on the back, you want to click it without touching the screen, touch this place, then you find it. This is the first one, click on it, and you tap on to front. You see the text has come to the front. Then you still want it to go back to the back, it's on top now, so you tap it and fully one to back, you see it. So the next one here is the positioning. With this one you can position your text or whatsoever you're working on to the actual place you want it to be on. So that's the works of a positioning. If you want it to be too fast, maybe you're working on a fast layer, you can just increase it and move it, see. If you want to position it accurately, you can't use this first one, you can just reduce it to how much. Even if you want to be very slow, make it 1, then you see how slow it's moving. To move very slowly till you position it the way you want it to be, you can just tap on the mark button. Then this one helps you position it. Instead of moving it with that positioning, you can just do it with this one. This is called the relative position. So this one takes it to the side, this one keeps it at the middle, this one brings it at the accurate center. So you see, okay, let me move this text to this place. See what this one does. This one brings it to the center, this one brings it to the middle of the board. So see, it's at the middle of the layer. This one brings it down, this one takes it to the side, this one takes it up. And if you just want to align it to the middle, just click on this two. See, it's at the middle of this layer. So that's what relative positioning does. So move on to the next one, which is the size. This size, from here you can increase the size of any text. You can equally increase it from the screen, but sometimes it doesn't really work well. You can just use the size. Maybe when you're working on text the text you want to be of the same size. You can work with this size, then reduce it the way you want it to be, or increase it the way you want it to be. It's on you. So that's what the size button here does to your text. And this is the padding. You see, it aligns your text. With this padding, you align your text. You see what's happening to the text, right? So this is what the padding we're using. I don't normally use the padding. I normally like aligning my text without using the padding. So most people might like to use it. So that's what it does. And here it is the color as I've shown you before. You can just change the color of the text. This is the color. This is gradient. Later I'll be working on this to tell you more about how you can make your colors with these gradients. So for now, we're just talking about some of the basics, so you know how to navigate around your PixelLab. So the next one here is the texture. So from here, if you want this text to have a texture of whatsoever image, it's normally used professional designs. Maybe you want it to be like this, you can just click on yes to see. So it will be giving you the red and the white background. You can just increase this to see. It brings more shape. You can just increase it from here. So that's what the texture does. Later we'll be working on it. I will show you more about the texture, so you learn more about the texture. And the next one here is the opacity. This opacity helps you reduce the image. Maybe you don't want to see the image, or you want it to be showing a little. So with this opacity, you can just make it dim a bit. So you can just remove it with this. So you can just make it dim. Some text you can find on designs that are dim. You use the opacity to make it dim. So you use the opacity to make an object either visible, dim, or invisible. And this after effect only shows when you add either your shadow effect to it. So that's when you use your after shadow, your effect shadow. So but for now we've not applied anything on it, so it won't be working on it until you have applied those elements. So this is for the rotation, so you can rotate it anyhow you want it to be. So that's what it does. Then this one, this is the masking. If you want to cut some of these stuffs out, this is what you use it to do. Later I'll be working on this masking, so I'll be telling you more about it. In and out. So that is it. And from here you can equally add more. See, this is like another max element. You can move it with this. So you can move it to this, then you put it back. That is it. You can still copy it, making it double. You can still reduce it from here. So that is what the masking does. Learning more, you can still add to it. See, this one removes some of these edges. With this you can remove it. If you want to add, this is it. Just add to it depending on what you are designing and what you want to use it for. This increases the size of it, and you can increase it and reduce it from this place. Then this one, so to rotate it, this is for the rotation. You see that that's what it's used for. So you can also, like I told before, you can make it in or out. So depending on what you have selected, this is in now. So the out will be showing when you put it on out. You see the in is invisible and the out is showing. That's what it does to it. Then the next one is the font. The font. Okay, I think I should deactivate this mask. So to the font, have the fonts. These fonts normally come with PixelLab. So the fonts that come with PixelLab, but I have my own fonts here that I downloaded on my phone. Later I'll be showing you how to download, and I'll be giving you about 5,000 fonts for free, where the fonts you can be using, they are very good fonts. So this is where you can select your fonts. So let's go with this. You see, so you can see rotate this on your screen with this button here. You can rotate on your screen. So with this you can do the padding. See it right here. So with your hand you can do all these steps and increase here and decrease. So the font, you see you change the style of the letter. You see, different fonts, different letters. Come to this place, I have different fonts. Okay, so maybe let me use this this Captain's demo. So you see, it's a bold font, so let me delete this one. So we're working on this. So this one says welcome to class. So this is the font we'll be using. So the next one here says B style. This B sign here stands for the styles. So you click on it. This is to make it bold. It's a bold letter already, so you can't do anything with it. And this is to make it Italian. You see. So if you don't want all, you can just make it okay. With this T here, you cancel it. This you put a line on it. You can just cancel it. You can still find these stuffs on Microsoft Office. You can find them on your Corel Draw. You can find them on Photoshop. But this is for your smartphone. This is how you'll be doing this. So you can just select this text. Then you see, you only turn this class to Italian because that's the ones you selected. Then let's select these ones and underline. You see, so that's how it is. And just do with that. You don't want to align others. Maybe you don't want to cut the image, or you don't want to add the text 2 times. You can just do it once by just selecting from here the ones you want to underline and the ones you want to turn to Italian. And if you don't want to turn it in, you can just click on this one and all will be gone. Select all, then remove it. So it's normal to what it was. And this is the call. If you want to call your test, this is where you come. See, you can just call it. See this. So sorry for that. So you can just call your test from here. Then from here you can just bring it back. See, bending it, and here. See, so the 2 ways you can bend the test. This is with this place. So I don't think we need it, so just click on this Excel. Then the next one is background. If you want to add background to it, let me reduce the size of this text. I think I should remove the texture. If you don't want the texture, you can just click on delete in itself. So back to background. So you've added the background. Just make it this color. Then here, the left padding, depending on how you want your background to appear. On this place, you can just left padding, you can just add, see, adding more space to the background. And with this, you can add to the other side, doing the right side. Okay, maybe at sometimes it may be like this and you don't want it, you want it to be out. And with this third one, which is stop padding, you can just add, sorry about that, you can just add to it at the top. Then with the bottom padding, you see, just can do with it. Then if you want the radius around it, you want the curves around here. So back to what I was saying before, from the background, you can just add the radius, you see, depending on how you want the text to look. I think this looks good. So when you're done with it, you can just click on your OK. If you don't like it, you can come here and use your gradients to add colors. You see how that looks. Later I will teach you how you can blend these colors on your own. So these are blended colors. They come with your PixelLab. You can just apply any of them and click on this. So see how beautiful it looks. And the next one here is the align. So depending on what you want to align to this. Okay, let me add more text to this. Let me just do something like this. So you see, so when you go to align, it's on the side. This is how it should be with this this button. But when you come to this place, you see it aligns all to the middle. When it comes to this one, it aligns it to the right side. So with this justify, you see, just makes space, makes it look better. Hope you see what's happening there. So it adds more space, makes it look better. That's what it does. But most tests comes with this, or it depends on what you're designing. So that's that. For the spacing, this is the space between the letters. You can see that the space between the letters. You want it to be tight. This is the spacing between the letters. So, and this is between words. Hope you see the difference. This is between the words. This spacing goes for the words, and this is for the letters. Hope you see the difference. So with this, you can increase it or decrease it. So that's it for the spacing, and this is the line spacing. See what's happening there? It's between the spaces and the line. So you know how you want things to align.